How do you think the spring went?
I think it went well. There was a lot of competition. Everyone was competing. And I think the entire team got better. It's definitely one of the better springs I've been around. It's my 9th year now, so I think it was a really good spring. Good catapult leading to the summer.
What's different, or what felt different for you with, almost an entire new quarterback room from that perspective for the offense?
I'd say the leadership, and it's not a knock on anyone, but Russ and Jameis just bringing a different kind of energy to the building. And especially Russ just being out there, to me it was, I've been around a lot of great players, but Russ is just different where this is like his life. Like he lives and breathes this, and he knows everything and everyone's responsibility out there. And just how quickly he was able to pick up this offense and kind of make it his own and hone it into something he's really comfortable in was really cool to see.
You talked about how competitive it's been. It seemed like in the trenches it was a little more than you usually see in the spring. What was kind of the root of that?
I think just people are just sick and tired of not being good, and it all starts in the trenches. O-line, D-line is where, games are really won. We can talk about the receiver room or DBs, and quarterback's a really important position, but games are really decided in the trenches. And so, it was intense, especially with the players that we have on the O-line and D-line, but at the end of the day, everyone got better from it.
What do you think those battles will be like in the summer when the pads come on?
It'll be fun.
What's that?
It'll be very fun. I'm excited for it.
What have you seen from Evan as he kind of transitions to guard?
I think that he's truly bought into it, and it's been cool for me to just watch the tape and just, he's a humongous dude. I'm sure y'all have seen him, but, when he hits you, like holding the bag, you feel the oomph, it's like, oh, damn. And him going out there and being able to not change anything from Indy to the team, and obviously him going from tackle to guard is a big transition. I've done it myself a couple times in my career. So to see him buying into it and to see how serious he's taking it is really cool to see, and I think that he can be a really good player. Like I told him, I was like, if you lock in and you truly buy into this, you can be a really good guard just from seeing how he's done in the spring. I'm excited to see him in the summer and putting pads on.
What are the big challenges that he's going to, as someone who's done that? It's a different position, it really is. So what are the big challenges once the pads are on in the preseason games, that he's going to be faced with?
I'll say the speed. Everything at guard is bang, bang. At tackle is more patience, and you have to be willing to, you have to know when to strike your tackle, essentially. At guard, those big guys like Dexter on you within a millisecond, and you got to be able to figure out what you need to do and how you can defeat them in their block and ultimately win the block within a matter of seconds, because if not, then they're going to be on the quarterback. So I think that he's done a really good job adjusting to that and really truly buying into guard. And the sky's the limit for him. He's a talented kid, and I think that he can be a really good player.
When you say buying in, tackle is, if there is a glamour position on the offensive line, tackle is what people want to be. Mm-hmm. So is there a certain buy-in mentally to say, okay, I kind of didn't do great there. Mm-hmm. I'm inside now. It's a little bit different. Is that part of the buy-in?
Yeah, I think that, when, like Evan's case, he was a five-star recruit, was at Alabama. Alabama's left tackle, top, correct me if I'm wrong, top 8 pick. He was like, what, 7? 7. Yeah, so top 8 pick in the NFL draft. You're just used to one certain thing, and you're used to playing tackle, and then, when they're like, oh, play guard now, there's a decision you have to make, and I had to make that decision too, whether it's like, my first couple years in the league, when I got into the league, they were like, you're a guard. I was like, I'm a tackle. They were like, no, you're playing guard, and, you have to truly be willing to accept that and just clear your mind of everything and relearn everything. And like I said, I think he's done a phenomenal job doing that and truly buying in. You can see it in the meeting room, like the extra meetings he's doing, and truly wanting to take that next step to get out on the field and truly help this team win.
Does it take a while to kind of unlearn some of those things when you're switching positions?
Yeah, it's hard to. I had to do it last year. From going from right to left tackle is hard. Going from tackle to guard is even harder. Like I said, the speed of the game is completely different in there. The knowledge you have to play guard, especially in this offense, is tremendous. Like we have really smart guards. Even Jameis is probably one of the smartest guys on the team. Like you have to be really smart to play that position, and to see him picking up the offense like that and truly buying into it, and like I said, taking it serious and truly wanting to be out there is really cool to see. Especially young guys like that. It's tough when you want to play a certain position and you get told, no, you have to play here now. Like I said, it can go one of two ways. It can be, I'm going to do this, or no, I'm not going to do this, and I'm going to do things my own way. And he's truly bought into the coaching. Out there in Indy, he's truly buying into it, like I said, and it's starting to pay dividends for him.
What kind of player is Abdul Carter going to be?
I think he's going to be a really good player. It's been fun playing against him. He's a he's an explosive kid, you know, and I think that it's really good to have him on this team. I can't really compare him to anyone because he's his own player, but him, Burns, and Tibbs are going to be a hell of a trio.
You mentioned before that people are sick of losing. How does that, is that a conversation that is had? Is that an attitude that you feel this spring? I mean, what is that bubbling frustration of losing mean?
Damn. Cut that out, my bad. My bad.
Never heard that word before.
Nah. It's just, I mean, going 3-14 is terrible. You know, you like that first game last year against the Vikings, that was one of my, like, I was in Vegas, so obviously it's hard to get home field advantage there because it's Vegas, teams won't travel there, right? That game last year, I still remember it, and I'm probably going to remember it for a while. It was the first time in a long time that I've had home field advantage. Like, the fans out here are passionate about this team, passionate about this franchise, and they want to win, but that's the same way we feel too. You know, we know, like that Colts game, I know everyone comes back to it, but that feeling that you get after winning the game and truly seeing everything you put in the week and all the work you've been putting in, paying off, there's no other feeling like it, you know, and it's addictive, and that's what you want week in, week out, and that's what we want to get, and that's what team we want to become. So I think that you saw that in the attendance, like, I don't think anyone missed OTAs, everyone was out there. You know, like I said, having Russ and James has been huge for us. And even guys that weren't practicing, they're still in the huddle, or they're still around the team, or they're still like buying in meetings, trying to make sure that they're gaining all the knowledge they need to, when they come back out there, they know what to do, and, you know, there's no fall off. So I think that, you know, I'm not going to make any predictions, but I like this team a lot.